it is time for Homelander to finally make an appearance in Mortal Kombat 1. He will be coming out very soon, and we're going to go over his possible release date, but this video is going to tie back to MK Mobile. It's always going to tie back to MK Mobile because that's my favorite game. I've been so excited for Mortal Kombat 1 Homelander for so long, and I've been waiting for any sort of news to finally come out. And well, it has. Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, has posted a teaser trailer for Homelander. In this clip, you can hear Liu Kang voice his line. But what's with Homelander? Well, I think Mortal Kombat is a little insecure about the fact that Antony Starr will not be voicing the character. Probably one of the worst pieces of news I found out early on. This game is almost a year old, guys. It's freaking me out. Because I remember when it first came out and I was on the edge of my seat thinking, oh, when's the DLC coming? And then they were saying, hey, give it a year for Homelander. Oh, that was devastating. So devastating. When Homelander releases, I will be doing a full deep dive into his movesets and talking about what kind of movesets could make it into MK Mobile, and so on and so forth. What kind of passive he might have. We're going to have to see the gameplay first before we can determine that kind of information. Before we talk about how this relates to MK Mobile, we're going to talk about Antony Starr. Antony Starr is a fantastic actor. He nails the expressions and the emotions behind practically any role he's given. And I was extremely excited to expect that performance for MK1. And the fact that we won't be getting that because he has said many times over and over again, reminding us he is not going to be voicing the character in MK1. So who is voicing the character? Who's voicing it? Unfortunately, the rumored actor for Homelander is someone from MK11. This isn't confirmed, but maybe like a Terminator's voice actor or someone who voiced an MK11 character. And if that happens, I hope they do a good impression. They better do a good impression, right? There is no, I hope. It better be great. Taking longer and redoing the voice would have went over better in the community. It is what it is. Imagine if they made a DLC Antony Starr pack where you have to pay to put his voice back into the game. No. Considering the way MK1 went, I wouldn't be surprised. They're just gonna make it an add-on, $50 to put his voice back in. It could work. If you guys have a budget issue for Antony Starr, then go ahead, right? Homelander will be releasing in June, most likely. About a month and a half, so maybe mid-June, late June, somewhere around there, which is going to be an interesting time for my channel. I'm not going to say why, but I've got a lot of interesting content coming up in June, and late June especially. So be on the lookout. Things are going to get spicy on my channel. All right, the direction, I'm trying to go in many different places, but June's the time. Now let's talk about how this relates to MK Mobile. For any new players who want to know about DLCs coming to MK Mobile, let's answer a few questions. Firstly, what DLCs could potentially come to MK Mobile, and why haven't they added certain ones? For example, why is Omni-Man and Peacemaker not in MK Mobile? Omni-Man, it's self-explanatory. He's still pretty new, and he isn't in Onslaught. I feel like Omni-Man has to make his appearance in Onslaught first before he comes to MK Mobile. That's if at all. Peacemaker. This has been a debated one in the Mortal Kombat Mobile community because he did make his way into Injustice 2 Mobile and MK Onslaught. But there's one caveat. In both games, he does not have the MK1 name tag. The other characters that are from MK1, we're talking MK1 Ashra, MK1 Shang Tsung, MK1 Scorpion, they all have the MK1 tag. Peacemaker does not. I am not excited to hear that. I would much rather have a new MK1 character that works with the MK1 team. It doesn't seem they want that. And most DLCs do not have a team in MK Mobile. Joker and Terminator are both split apart. There's no team. You could say Nightmare has a team, but keep in mind that when each Nightmare character first released, they were not under the Nightmare tag. It was only after update 2.0 that they combined them all together and gave a little team perk. MK Mobile has quite the predicament. For anyone who is hoping for DLCs to make an appearance, Onslaught Fujin and MK1 Shingsung are good characters. I'm content with the way they were added, and it is so much better than getting no characters. And that's the issue. 5.2 was a disaster. 0 new character additions and 0 new gears. They did literally the bare minimum, just doing bug fixes. That was not acceptable. We needed more content. They just aren't imaginative on adding new characters. So we're not getting a whole lot of spicy characters. Onslaught team is going to be comprised of characters that are Onslaught exclusives, not Peacemaker, not Ashra, not MK1 characters. They're going to be Onslaught characters because there's a few skins in Onslaught that are only in Onslaught. And you could make the argument that in MK Mobile there's a few exclusive skins, right? Let's pair custom skins side by side. Hellfire Scorpion, custom skin in MK Onslaught. Pair that next to Combat Cup Cassie Cage. Now tell me, which one looks better? Obviously Hellfire Scorpion. Onslaught does it way better to have custom skinned characters in the game. Those are the type of characters we can expect to see for the rest of the Onslaught team. Hellfire Scorpion, Artica Sub-Zero, the special version of Katana, and so on and so forth. Now back to Homelander. If Homelander is added in MK Mobile, I feel like Peacemaker has to make his appearance as well, because Homelander will not be on the MK1 team. Just so you know, he won't be on the MK1 team. Every DLC turns out to not have a team. They just are solo cards, which is unfortunate. It'd be really cool if they did work with MK1 or MK11 characters, like if we got Spawn or Rambo from MK11. It would be really cool to have them work with the MK11 team, but they just don't. They just don't prefer to do it that way. If Homelander is to come to MK Mobile, then Peacemaker has to come first, and Omni-Man. I'd say either one of those has to come first. And if not, then there's jumping straight to Homelander, and that's a dream come true. They're not going to jump straight to Homelander because as much as it is my fantasy and a lot of other people's fantasies that a Homelander is added to MK Mobile, DLCs are just not as popular as you would expect. I've done surveys that thousands of people from my channel have voted on, and DLCs lost out. Homelander is a top DLC that many people want introduced, but Omni-Man ranks supreme, and DLC wise, most people would prefer we just get new characters and not DLC. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe if you are new. And this is Kude signing out.